Hello everyone, Denny South. I'm here in beautiful Brighton, Colorado on site of the Metro Wastewater Reclamation District Northern Treatment Plant Design-Build Project. The new facility is being constructed on a 90-acre site. When it opens in 2016, the 24 million gallons a day facility will be capable of serving over 300,000 people and allow for expansion to serve nearly 750,000. This facility will be one of the most advanced in the Western United States. This is just one of the thousands of remarkable projects that we get to work on throughout the world at CH2M HIll and in the Water Business Group. Our company has been in business since 1946, and the work we do in the Water Business Group has always been critical to CH2M HILL's success. I hope you feel a sense of pride to not only be a part of the CH2M HILL family, but also a part of the Water Business Group.
And what I'm most proud of is that we're still the same old firm. We still value our ethics, our principles. We value our staff, we value our people. And the collaborative working environment that we have has continued. And if I've had a part in helping that culture continue, that's what I'm most proud of.
I'm excited for the opportunity to have Water Business Group employees throughout the world gathered together today in offices and on projects to celebrate some significant milestones in health, safety, and environment. And most importantly, thank you for your leadership, commitment, and dedication to our health, safety, and environment program, and embracing our Target Zero culture.
To me, Target Zero is creating that culture of safety in everything we do, whether it's truly at the workplace or in the home environment. Because you either practice what you preach all the time or none of the time.
Together, we have accumulated over 5.6 million consecutive work hours without a recordable incident or injury. That's a record for our business group and possibly for the entire firm.
We're proud of our safety record. We never think it's good enough, but we should be proud. It is, our recordables have declined over time. We haven't had a dark case for a long time, but again, that reflects our commitment, both as leaders and all of you, to really live in what we practice what we preach and live those core values around safety.
We have also just surpassed working 15 million consecutive work hours without a days away, restricted time, or transfer case. That's almost 2.5 years of Water Business Group work without an employee suffering an injury or illness severe enough to miss work or alter their work duties in any way. We have also worked with zero environmental impacts.
So I think overall, to be a great company, you got to care about the people, your stakeholders, and your customers, and I think safety and environment go hand in hand with that.
I think back to when doing a safety message at the beginning of a meeting, when you had subcontractors and clients in the same room, and they looked at you like, what are you doing? It wasn't that far later, right? Maybe a year, maybe a couple years, where you were going into that same meeting where a client was leading it, and guess what? They were starting off with a safety message. That first time, though, they heard that was us, all of our people, representatives of CH2M HILL, making that one point, and that one point will carry forth. So that's why everyone has to adopt health and safety in everything they do.
Health and safety is important to me, and how it's affected me is really simple. It's all about people. Everything we do is about people. We want our people safe. We want our employees to go home to a family and be safe, not being harmed with injuries.
Certainly our focus on health, safety, and environment is a key cornerstone of our business, and really what we think of as our clients and our staff. It's really it's an environment of respect.
I think we're a leader because it's core to our values. It's not just an initiative, it's not just numbers, it's core to what we believe in. And it's core to what we believe in because it impacts our most precious resource, our people. Getting them home safe every day, keeping them healthier, helping us understand the value of a clean and healthy environment. Those are all core values. And I think that's what helps us become a great leader.
These milestones are significant for any industry, but they are even more special for our business that takes us all over the world to accomplish challenging work that others may see as impossible.
We have a unique role in trying to help solve challenging problems around the world, and by approaching them in a very positive manner and a very positive impact on health, safety, and environment with respect to that, I think we show people that you don't have to cut corners to really deliver quality results.
Our competitors may look at us and just say that we've been lucky. I've always believed that the harder you work, the luckier you get.
By setting a really high goal, we keep the attention on it, and we actually improve our performance by continuing to drive continuous improvement. And even though it may be impossible and others don't think you can do it, we feel it's important to have those kind of goals and not accept a goal that we're going to allow people to get hurt.
I know that these types of results can only happen when we are working hard and striving to be our very best. It's important that we continue to influence, inspire, challenge, and engage our coworkers to help increase our conviction about safety. This takes time and practice and an emotional commitment to our Target Zero goals.
When I'm working with subcontractors, I'm working with craft individuals on the site, and they come up to me and say, "Thank you for establishing a safe work environment that I had never had before."
Going forward over the next 30 years, how we will improve, it's really simple. An unwavering, relentless focus on people, our staff and our clients. Both are people. We've got to take care of our people. And if we do that, we're going to continue to exceed and grow beyond our wildest dreams.
This is a picture of my 4 kids and our dog Pumpkin. Words cannot express how much I love my kids. I feel so fortunate and blessed to be their father. I know that each of you have someone just like I do that care about you and rely on you being there for them. I'm also from Utah. If you've ever watched Oprah or Dr. Phil, you may have heard rumors that Utah is where a lot of people have more than one wife. You're probably thinking, he's got 4 kids, he's got to have more than one wife. I don't, but if it makes Utah sound any more exciting, I'll let you believe what you want. I want to share a quick story with you about a Friday evening. I was in a hurry to get out of the office to get home so I could take my family over to my in-laws for a weekend visit. As I was cleaning up my work area and about to shut down my computer for the day, I received one of those emails that make you panic when you read it. Sorry for the late notice, but I need this report now. And when I saw who it was from, I became even more anxious. I knew Bob needed this report, but I also knew I needed to be on my way home to get my family loaded and on the road to travel to our in-laws' house. I decided I would finish the report at home. When I arrived at home, I quickly checked the car's fluid levels. I found that the transmission fluid was low and needed to be filled. The transmission fluid fill area wasn't real easy to get to. I went to my toolbox and grabbed a few wrenches, and then grabbed the transmission fluid and sat it where I could easily reach it, and went to work trying to loosen that bolt. The bolt was stuck, and I was getting more frustrated knowing that I didn't have time for this. It was taking way too long. I kept thinking about that report that Bob wanted. My kids were mad at me because they were supposed to be headed to Grandma's house by now, and I was taking way too much time. I could envision my mother-in-law's disapproving face if we didn't make it on time for dinner. I pushed harder and harder. This is taking way too long. The bolt broke loose, slamming my fist forward into the sharp edges of the frame. My hand and wrists were throbbing, and I had a deep 4-inch gash across my knuckles. When I smashed my hand forward, I also hit my head on the hood of the car. And knocked the transmission fluid onto the ground. The transmission fluid was flowing into my floor drains. After assessing my hand and trying to overcome the excruciating pain, I realized, our dog Pumpkin was licking the transmission fluid from the floor. My wife took me to the hospital where we waited nearly an hour to be seen. After x-rays and stitches, it was almost 4 hours at the hospital. The bill was over $500. I was totally bummed. What a mess. And if things couldn't have gotten any worse that day, we found Pumpkin laying on the floor in the laundry room. Pumpkin, she didn't make it. The kids were devastated. I felt awful about everything. Why did all of this happen to me? Or did all of this happen because of my choices? Had I taken a moment to think about what I was doing that day and focused on the task at hand, I would have prevented all of those bad consequences from happening to me and my family. The addition of simple protective equipment like gloves for my hands and safety glasses for my eyes were necessary for this task. The transmission fluid should have been staged in an area that is safe until I needed it. Protecting the transmission fluid from spilling would have safeguarded Pumpkin's health and kept the drainage from harming the environment. With some planning and forethought, I realized it was much easier to pull the ratchet handle towards my body instead of pushing the handle away from me. The gloves, they also provided me a better, more secure grip. The bolt loosened quite easily. By simply taking a moment and focusing on my task at hand, I was able to complete it safely and quickly, leaving time to get my report complete for Bob and sent off before leaving for our in-laws' house. The kids were ecstatic and excited to go to Grandma's house, just in time for dinner. And Pumpkin, she got to come too. Over 90% of all incidents are caused by unsafe behaviors and unsafe choices. That means that we generally can't blame our surroundings or circumstances for injuries or illness to ourselves or our coworkers. Most incidents are prevented if we simply make choices and practice safe behaviors. Where our focus goes, our energy flows. Striving to work safely each and every day and concentrating on the well-being of our coworkers infuses an energy into our business that elevates us above our competition and ensures our continued growth. It is essential to our success. We are raising the standards with our high-performing safety culture. Let's push forward and hasten our journey to Target Zero. Let's look out for each other's families in the way that we would want others to look out for our own.
We are CH2M HIll.
And we have an exciting future ahead of us.
Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you so much for all you do.